Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So we are here for day 5 of our Christmas Advent Calendar series for 2022. So if you've been following along with my channel and you saw my trailer, you'll know that I'm offering something, you know, physical item for sale in my shop every single day between now and the 25th of December, the last item being on the 24th. So yeah, if you wanted to get any of these items, obviously this is the you know, the preview of what, you know, today's offering is going to be, and the item itself, so for instance this journal today, is going to be listed at 2 p.m. GMT. That is the time when, you know, when I looked online it said that most places in the world would be awake. So yeah, I really hope that you like this. This is obviously my autumn blush folio made from the paper bag. And yeah, I'm going to now do the flip through, and yeah, I hope you like it. So again, we worked on most of this together, you know, on video, but there will be 1 or 2 bits that you haven't seen. So the closure of this is some ribbon, which I have doubled up, and I just knotted it in the middle there so that it stays together, but it's doubled up then so that the bow at the side is then, you know, double ribbon, which just looks really pretty. It's in this gorgeous kind of brown stripy, which just looks very, very autumnal and beautiful, which of course this is an autumn kind of journal. So, you know, it just all matches really, really well. So on the front, we've just got this little piece of coffee dyed paper from the kit, and it just folds out. You've got some lace there, and that's just for journaling on. Now, this has got a little bit bent, I have to say. I think it will straighten out. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether it's got bent kind of with something on it, or whether it's just kind of the natural way of it. But yeah, I just want to kind of point that out, because obviously it might just be that this will stay sort of bent now. I'm not sure whether it's going to ever actually straighten out, but yeah, I just want to kind of point that out. But anyway, it's super, super pretty. We did the cover together on video, and I just absolutely love, love, love how that cover looks. It's so pretty, isn't it? So you've got a combination of papers from the Autumn Blush kit. You've got a wax seal with some ribbon. You've got some flowers, some pom-pom trim, some lace, some other lace here, a little sari silk ribbon, and of course this metal bit plate. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. Now the back, we just did very similar with the, you know, the patterned paper and then some lace trim down here. We made a bit of a boo-boo up here, so I just covered it up with some more lace. But it's very, very pretty, isn't it? So going inside, we've got a big pocket here, which I just popped a couple of bits into this pocket. So let's just take those out first. Oops, or that out. It was just one pocket there. So tucked in there, this is a little flippy pad, and it's all closed into this little piece here. So these papers are all from the Autumn Blush kit. So all the little elements are also from the Autumn Blush, so the Autumn Blush ephemera part. So we've got some food coloured papers, some paper from the kit, and some coffee dyed papers. They are all there just forming a little flippy pad there, like that. Obviously the patterned papers then, they are plain on the back for journaling, and then this is just a piece from the kit which is kind of acting like a little board, if you know what I mean. And then it just all tucks in to here. Oops. And then you've got some lace trim at the top and a little ribbon down the bottom. I love how that came out. It's just so pretty, and that just tucks in to this little pocket here. So that just goes in like that. Like I say, this is very bent in, and it may just be that this is how it's gone with the, you know, the design of the folio. I'm not really too sure, because I've never made one like this before. But yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a shame, but hopefully it's, you know, it's not sort of detracting from it too much. This has got these fold up little flaps. So we did this on camera together. We've got here some embroidery thread in these like rainbow colours, but they're very much in keeping with the colours in the journal. So you've got a little fold down here, a fold up here. These are coffee dyed card, so you know, you could definitely journal on either of those. These are gorgeous elements from the kit, and then you've got the pom-pom trim here and some, you know, some lace and things. Absolutely love how that looks. It's so pretty. Then you've got here some more journaling space here, and then you've got more elements from the kit and some lace trim and a little bow. You've got a little journal card from the kit, that's in there, and then one of my coloured book plates on there saying the word notes. Then here we've got a pocket with a couple of flaps. So you've got a flap going this way, which again you can journal on there. Then that opens out, and then underneath you've got another flap going out that way. Another coloured book plate there from my coloured book plates. You've got some lace and a little ribbon. That all just shuts back up. And then tucked in here, you've got some of the journal cards from the kit, and I've paper clipped them all together with a rusted paper clip. They're all just, you know, journal cards from the kit, which I've just coffee dyed. So they feel quite nice and vintage and rusticy. Some are on paper. These couple, for instance, are on paper. These are on sort of more like a card. So yeah, you've got a mix of thicknesses of the papers there. That just then clips back up and then goes in there. Now, I love how this looks. We've got some lace trim down here and then one of the little bows from the kit. How pretty does that look? But yeah, I just wanted to show you that before I put this all back because it just looks so pretty. So that just goes in there. And then here, so this is the little pocket, little pocket area. We have got, sari silk on the edge with some lace trim and things. Obviously we covered it with some of the decorative papers and things from the kit as well. So it looks really, really pretty. And then tucked in to the edge, I made a massive tag here with a little sort of cluster. So these are all elements from the kit except for this, which is one of my coloured book plates. And then here, this is some vintage ephemera, some paper from the kit, another piece from the ephemera part of the kit, and some lace trim, and then some food coloured paper there. And it's just all stapled together to form a sort of flippy sort of item there. So that just all tucks in then to this big sort of pocket. In fact, we could probably get this in here as well. So yeah, let's put that in there as well. I might have to go at the back. So yeah, that's all gone in there. So that just all closes back up like that, and then just again, take your embroidery thread and wrap that around like that. So then we've got this. Right, then we go over, we've got then this gorgeous little sort of opening piece here. So in here we've got a big envelope, a big pocket with a little kind of little envelope there hanging off of there. Now this is empty, but of course you could put something in there. It's not the biggest, but yeah, you could put something in. And I just had that hung over like that because it just fitted literally perfectly onto the bottom of there. So I thought that looked cute. On this pocket, you've just got one of my coloured book plates and then some lace trim and a flower down there. And then tucked into there, you've got a little booklet made from a doily with some different papers inside. Obviously, I've glued this piece on the front, which is from the kit, and then one of the bows from the kit and some lace. Now, I just want to point out, look at the inside. That's where the glue has obviously gone on there. That could probably be covered up. I haven't done, but I'm sure that that could be, you know, covered pretty easily. But again, I just want to kind of point that out. Then this just clips, not clips, but, you know, hooks. Hooks over there. Then going over the page, we've got then a little pocket here with a little flippy down there like that. I mean, how gorgeous does that look? And that's just from some of the background page, and then it's been coffee dyed. And look at that gorgeous little pumpkin and squirrel on the front with the lace trim. So that just hooks over there, looking gorgeous. Some lace trim here and a little bow and a flower. And then tucked into that pocket, we've just got a couple of more journal cards from the kit, which again have been coffee dyed and just held with a rusted paper clip. And then here, one of the frames from the kit, just for sort of decorative detail. Here we've got some more of that embroidery thread, and that's just holding this closed, which is just a little flippy up. So you've got some lace trim on there. You've got journaling space obviously on the underneath of here, and then here we've got a little pocket, and this is some vintage ephemera, which has now got quite crumpled in here, unfortunately. Yeah, it's got a bit screwed up in there. Where I just made a little kind of flippy pad bit, just stapled this vintage ephemera with a little piece from the kit on there with some coffee dyed pages on there. Now I have to say, yeah, it has got very screwed up, so I've obviously kind of tried to wedge that into that pocket a bit too tightly, so let's just put that in a bit more delicately now. That will do. Okay, and then in the side here, this is a pocket, and there's a little flippy pad, again just with some coffee dyed paper. This one's, you know, pretty kind of flimsy, but you know, it still looks pretty. And then you've got some decorative papers from the kit as well. Again, they're coffee dyed on the back, so you've got the pretty elements on the front but plain on the back for journaling. Some lace trim at the top. That just all goes into there like that, and then this closes down and again just ties back up with the embroidery thread. I mean, how gorgeous is that thread? It's so pretty on here, isn't it? It's just such good colour. And then going over the page, we've got some pom-pom trim, some lace and a little bow. Again, another little decorative element from the kit. And then here we've just got, again, some more journal cards from the kit that have been coffee dyed, held together with a little rusted paper clip. So they just slot in, oops, slot in like that. Like that. Then we've got one of those little envelope pages. So we've got a little side pocket there, and we've got an envelope paper clipped on. So here we've got just an element from the kit with a wax seal and some ribbon. And then this is a pocket where you've just got a little foldy piece from some of the background pages. That just goes in there like that. And then paper clipped on, I just took one of the envelopes from the kit, excuse me, and tucked in there. I've just made another one of those little foldy out pieces, which has got a couple more sheets of paper in there for journaling. So it's quite a small one, this one, but obviously it needed to be quite narrow to go into the envelope. So love how that looks. And then just a tag from the kit. That just all goes in there like that. And that all just holds over with that paper clip. So, oops, like that. Oh, come on. Like that. Okay, right. Then we have a couple of loose bits, which I'll show you in a second. This one we've just got, again, another little a Matchbox book from just paper from the kit. Again, some lace trim, and that just tucks in there like that. So that's in this pocket here, which has got some lace trim at the top. And then you've also got, again, this is just some background page from the kit, and I've just done that sort of magic fold. So this is a full sheet for journaling on. So it's all been coffee dyed, really super pretty there on that side with the paper. And then it all just folds in on itself like this. And then you just tuck this into this folded edge like that. So it's all just kind of neatly contained. Then here we've got obviously another envelope. We've got, again, some elements from the kit. And again, then some of the journal cards just from the kit, coffee dyed. Again, one or two are just on paper, and then a thicker one as well. And that just goes into there. Whoops. And then we've got some lace trim there. Oops, come on. Whoops, like that. Then here we've got some sari silk ruffled down the edge. Another pocket here with another one of those little foldy out little flip envelope things. Again, look at how cute that image is on there. It's because I printed these. I think I printed them like 2 to a page, but they were the ones that, oh, I'm trying to remember. Were they 2? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I printed them small, and how cute is that? So yeah, that just tucks on there like that, with obviously the flap hanging out. And then tucked in behind there, I just made another little flippy booklet with, again, a variety of pages in there. And it's just made from one of the journal cards, but printed onto paper. Oh, there's something else tucked in. So, yep, there's a lot of journaling space in this, I have to say. So in this, we've just got a little foldy out pocket, and you've just got, oops, lace running down the edge of the pockets. You've got a journal card in that side, and then one of the tags from the kit in that side there. So loads of journaling space in here. So that just goes in like that. Then here we've just got a little fold out piece, and again, this is from some of the stationery from the Autumn Blush kits. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And then here we've got an image from the kit, a little wax seal and some lace. Obviously you've got, oops, journaling space here, and then, oops, that all closes in. But if I just turn that over there, we've got here a pocket here and then a pocket here. So we've got like a double pocket arrangement. So we've got a journal card from the kit going into the top one. Then we've got another piece of the stationery from the kit going into the bottom one. Like that. And then tucked in the side, we've just got another little flippy pad. And I've just decorated this up with some decorative paper from the kit there. So really, really gorgeous, isn't it? Then you've got some lace trim running down the side. That all goes like that. And then going over, we have got here, what is this? Oh yeah, another pocket, trying to remember, another one of the colour bit plates. Love how this looks. So let me just show you this. This is just some lace trim. And then I kind of ruffled on this sari silk, but almost not really in a ruffle. It's kind of more flat, but oh my goodness, it looks so gorgeous on there. And then I just put a wax seal up there, a little bow, and then some lace down there with a flower. Then I just made one of those little fold out booklets. So again, you could journal on here. And then you've got a journal card there. You've got a wax seal with a ribbon on the front. And then on the back, you've got another journal card there. So again, a lot of journaling space. That just goes in there like that. And then here we've got, again, more journaling space on this because it's just coffee dyed paper. Little pocket there. So a couple of bits from the kit just tucked in. Oops. Oh, come on. Just tucked into there like that. Some blue lace running down there. And then this, I love this. So we've got another little foldy out piece like that. So this just holds down, again, with a sort of policy closure piece. But this is a flap. And then this piece here, is this a flap or is this a pocket? Oh yeah, this is another flap. But underneath this is a pocket. So this closes down here. And then when you open it, you've got a pocket beneath. And you've got there a couple of little tags from the kit just tucked in there. Bit of lace trim up there, bit of lace trim on here. And then the whole thing just closes back up like that. And then closes around with the, whoops, with the embroidery thread. Oh, like that. Okay. And then here we've got tucked in there, again, this is some vintage ephemera. And I just stapled this on like that with some other pages. And then stapled on a little journal card from the kit that's been printed onto paper. And then just here, this is some more vintage ephemera. Just stapled that together and then put some lace. It's just really super cute. And then it's all folded in so as it fits neatly into the pocket. And then I just want to show you this detail here because how pretty did that turn out? So we've got lace trim going across here, a little bow, and then some sari silk here. This all just tucks in here like that. And then here we've got sari silk running down the edge. So tucked into this pocket, just take these elements out. That's how that looks, you know, that's how that looks completely like that. So isn't that just so gorgeous? I love how that looks. It's really yummy and pretty, isn't it? And then we've got a large tag here with a pocket and a journal card from the kit. You've got a wax seal and some ribbon as a tab. Just love how that looks. And then here a journal card, again, with just an element from the kit, some lace and various different other elements from the kit. And then, again, that all just tucks in to that side pocket. And then this is just obviously a little folded flap with some coffee dyed paper, some lace trim and a couple of elements there. And then finally in here, we have got a couple more elements. So it's a big pocket and tucked in there, I've got, what have we got? We've got a couple of the pages. So we've got this, which is like a massive journal card now. We've got this, which is just some coffee dyed paper from the kit, like that. We've got this, which is some more coffee dyed paper from the kit. I'm just going to have to glue this down because it seems to be coming away a little bit. So, yeah. Okay, so this is just some coffee dyed paper from the kit. Again, I've just rounded the corners and put some lace on there. And then one of the bows from the kit. Looks super pretty. And then here, this is some tracing paper, which I've just made a little sort of foldy out piece. Some lace down there and another wax seal with some ribbon, and then just put in a few pages there for journaling. So I love how this piece turned out. It's so, so pretty. And that all just then goes together and tucks into this pocket here. And then the final bits are these two, which I actually laid these here in the hopes that this would kind of balance out a bit the bulkiness, because as you can probably see, this situation here, so it's quite bulky in the middle, not got very much bulk on the edges. So by putting these bits here, I was hoping that that was going to kind of like almost balance it out a bit. I don't think it really worked particularly brilliantly, but it's okay. So I'll just show you what those are. So we've got this one, which is a little journal, again made from papers from the kit, and I've coffee dyed quite a few of them. You've got some vellum there as well, which is another printout from the kit. It's just a really gorgeous journal. It's also got a pocket here on the front and a pocket on the back, so you could pop some cards in there. And then on the front, I just literally put some lace and just this ribbon and some lace along the side. I mean, it's so pretty. I just need to glue this down. It's so pretty. I just absolutely love how it turned out. So very, very simple, but very, very pretty. Then this one here is just a little velcroed piece with, again, a whole variety of pages. So all sort of coffee dyed there, and just, yeah, pages for journaling. And then it's just, you know, the lovely paper from the kit. And, you know, the kit's so pretty that I just, you know, didn't want to cover them up really. So I've just left it like that. And then the flap just, you know, wraps around a bit. And then you've got some lace and another little closure there with the wax seal. So yeah, they just kind of lay on there, like I say. And yeah, the whole thing then closes. And like I say, it then does up at the side with the ribbon. Now, again, I just do want to point out about that sort of, you know, this bent type thing that's gone on with it. Yeah, I can't really kind of do anything about that really. So, you know, it is what it is. I think it's really because obviously it's very, very full here in the middle and not much going on here on the edges. So, you know, it's, yeah, it is what it is. Once you've opened it, you can easily bend it round and sort of flatten it out. But, you know, it is going to do that, I think. So I just do want to point that out. But it will be available in my Etsy shop from 2 p.m. GMT today. And yeah, I really hope that you like it. And thank you so, so much for watching. Good luck if you would like to get your hands on this. And obviously, if you don't manage to get it, you know, I will have more things listed throughout, you know, now on Christmas Day. So yeah, good luck everybody, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.